You really need a almost schizophrenic personality to be a good winemaker. Seriously, you have to be part artist because you have to recognize the right colors. You have to be incredibly sensitive to odors and taste.
There's no day off. There's no day off, and you're always working. Sometimes till 3 in the morning.
We have the Máté winery here in Montalcino, Tuscany. We're in what's considered the best, or one of the best zones of Montalcino, fortunately. Now, we were the first vineyard to plant a high density, whereas traditionally the grapes were planted at about 3,000 vines per hectare. We planted ours at 6,200.
The natural beauty, and we have the natural resources of the fragrance and the natural perfumes coming in. It's changing, of course, here. As Montalcino gets richer, which it has done with the wine, enormous riches. People have some of them with minimal education have made millions with the wine, you know.
I was 5 when I started drinking wine, and I think that really opened me up, and I began to appreciate wine from a very young age. I learned most of my stuff from my mother because she took a sommelier course, and therefore she taught me a lot of the basics.
The quality of the small towns, the small fields. You don't see big industry here. Living in New York, and Kenneth was going to SVA in the early 80s. New York was absolute hell. Subway cars that had no doors or lights in them, and half of the East Village was burnt out and abandoned, and fires, drug dealers were basically running the place. And after that we moved to Tuscany, and I wrote a trilogy, 3 Tuscany books, about our experiences here basically.
So I did a two-year, 3-level sommelier course. They teach you what a wine should taste like and what good wines taste like compared to bad wines. I ordered every book I could from the University of Davis and other books on wine, and read a huge amount, asked a lot of questions, and then, believe it or not, when you've got 42,000 plants pumping out grapes, you have a very steep learning curve.
This is probably the most beautiful little winemaking town that I have seen.